Shalom, beloved. God bless you. Welcome back to Code Searcher. Yes, new surroundings. Changed things up a little bit after the Passover Seder. And by the way, guys, it was awesome. That was the most blessed time in fellowship I've been a part of in a long time. Well, first things first. It's 3:33 a.m. by the way, so it's right around the time that I'm usually doing this kind of thing. And I got a new setup here, guys. I wanted to kind of run through things and test it out and share some stuff with you. I'm currently at Barry Rothman's site. It's artco.com. You can find some really good stuff there. He is only a Torah code searcher. He doesn't search the Tanakh, just the Torah code. But he has a lot of stuff about Obama, if you want to go over there and check that out. I know you guys have been waiting on me to get some videos out, but I've been very, very busy. By the way, we've got the DVD now, and also some books. Now these books are going to be, the ones that I have previously purchased are going to be reduced. They're going for $10 now because there is some grammatical errors in here, and you know, it was self-published, so you know, those kind of things, when you don't have a team of editors, things get overlooked. So what happened was, you know, some of my subscribers, some more teachers, noticed some things wrong, and so we have people that are revising that. So for the books that I have left, and there's really nothing wrong with the content, the tables and things like that, and it's just, if you can get over, you know, misspellings and punctuation and things like that, the book is fine. But the ones I have left, and I have about 25 left, folks, if you want a book, just you know, go to my PayPal, leave me a note there that you are wanting a book, and leave me $10 and I will get one in the mail to you. Actually, leave about 15 because the postage, I forgot to say that. So that's a really good deal. Also, very provocative cover Stan decided to put on this. It's got Obama on there, but this is a very well done DVD set, and I do recommend it. Now, I had no say in the price. I had to sign a contract with Stan that I wouldn't sell them less than what he sells them for. He's going to be selling them for $50. Now, if you want to contribute to this ministry, you need to buy them through me, because if you buy them through Stan, I won't see anything from them. I get them from him at a reduced price, and you know, that's where, you know, this ministry makes money on them. So if you want DVDs, message me also, or PayPal $50 specifying you want a DVD, and I'll get one to you. It's a very good deal. Now here's the other thing, very good news. I kind of felt really bad about this. You know, Prophecy Club's good people. I love Stan. Stan's a child of God. But you know, I would have done things differently. Like, you know, my name's on here, and I would have put Code Searcher, and so it told me that he didn't want people to find things at Facebook and YouTube. And oh, by the way, I am looking kind of rough. Next couple of days I'll probably look homeless, just because I've been inspired to grow the beard out again. So bear with me. I know it looks kind of rough right now. But anyway, the brand name Code Searcher, the name that God gave me, I needed that to be a part of the DVD so people could find it. So, and you know, I was made to sign the contract that I wouldn't sell less than what Stan does, but I didn't see anything in there. If some of you accidentally, you know, your computer does something weird and you duplicate a DVD and you got nowhere to put it, so you have to give it to someone. Um, uh, I didn't see anything in the contract that said that couldn't happen, so I'm just putting that out there. Um, anyway, the next project, and this is going to be even better, brothers and sisters. God has put a wonderful sister in my life. Well, many, a team of brothers and sisters, and this one in particular. And I hope she don't mind that I talk about her on this, but she really needs to be heard. And her name is Lene Lloyd from Plano, Texas. And this is her channel. I recommend you go and subscribe there. Please do, because she is an anointed woman of God. She loves Yeshua. She loves Israel. And she's right on point. And God led her to me. And she has graciously offered with her resources to help me put out another DVD. And this time, guys, we're going to do it very, very high quality, and I'm going to try to give away as many as I can. We will have some sort of cost, but this is the kind of thing I wanted to do. It was just not about profit. And she's the same way. She's not in it to make a dime. She's in it for the kingdom, and I love that about her. She's such a blessing, guys. I recommend her channel that you would go and subscribe to her. It's Life Force Outreach. Some of you may have seen the post I did today on Facebook of hers. This is very good teaching, and it's about the feast of the Lord. And she's got an anointing, guys, and just go and discern yourselves. But anyway, she's offered to help. And not only that, God's opening some incredible doors. She informed me that she had been invited to go to Korea with this Korean pastor, like a mega church or something, and they're going to do a broadcast of 140 nations. And she just so happened to mention me, and turn this pastor on to the channel, and he's very interested in me going as well to South Korea. And folks, if you don't know, there is an incredible, and has been an incredible revival going on in South Korea. There's a high population that loves Jesus, and it is an anointed place, but they're hungry for Yeshua and getting the gospel out, and that's what this is all about. So be praying for that. There'll be a time when we'll probably have to be raising some money for that, but we'll let you know. The team that we put together, and I've got about 12 very close to me that I trust, that are going to be helping me with production and doing things in high quality, because I get that all the time. People complain, like I posted the Passover Seder, and you could hear the noise in the background better than you could hear me. Well, folks, I didn't have anything to do with sound. I just showed up and did my thing, but people were mad at me because of that. And we're going to be working to do high quality stuff, and these people, Mike Napoli, Lene, they all have the resources and the know-how to do that. And so that's my promise to you. The other thing is getting more YouTube videos out. I realize from the number of responses I'm getting from you that you want to see more YouTube videos, and I'm working on it. It's just been doing this and trying to read through that and promote it, and the PowerPoint that I put together for Prophecy Club just took up a lot of time. And not only that, I do other things. I interact with people on the internet who have problems, who have prayer requests, who are just they need somebody to pray for them. They need somebody to love them. And so I'm the kind of person that does that. And I do it sometimes too much. And God's teaching me barriers. and which is a good thing. Now, folks, I'm going to be in this season of huge growth and blessing. It is also a time where I'm having to walk through a valley, and only the closest to me know what that is. And so for you on YouTube, and if I may seem withdrawn or something, just understand there's something that's breaking my heart in the midst of everything else that we're going through. And I'm trying to live through it and be faithful in this ministry, because I'm committed to you. God's called me to do this, and this is not. I'm not here for accolades and pat on the back and stuff, but I am here for the edification of the body and to bring truth to the Jewish people. That's primary, that they know that Yeshua is the Messiah. And folks, we're coming into the fullness of the Gentiles, and God's going to turn his face back to the Jewish people, and he's got me on the forefront of that, and it's really a humbling honor that he has chosen me as a vessel to do that. And he's opening amazing doors. Going to Israel is the other thing. We're hoping to do that in the next couple of months, and that it will also be a fundraising time. It's expected to be, like $3,000 or $4,000. I don't know. I'm just guessing. One of the, packages I looked at, but it's not an easy thing for a ministry this small. But God is a mighty God, and I saw him do amazing things through his people. And that's the thing. God works through his people. I was just talking to a friend about that, about we are the hands and the feet and the arms of Yeshua, and he works through his body. And when you make your needs known to the Lord, and he puts it on the heart of someone else in the body, and they respond almost immediately with exactly what you need, it's God. And you see the same thing in the Gospels when God would move, just amazing things. And we're living in that time again, by the way, the former rain and the latter rain, when God will pour out his Spirit upon all flesh. Folks, that's now. And it's an amazing thing. And, it's going to get dark. It always it's the darkest before the dawn. And, I was just over at Barry Rothman's, just to kind of switch gears here, looking at some of his codes. I hadn't been over here in a while. This is a very good code searcher. He kind of focuses on looking for the Ark of the Covenant. And, good luck to him. God bless him. But he doesn't search anything past the Torah. But he does find some very compelling stuff. And so, I was just kind of looking at what he was coming up with. And it's all Obama and, Netanyahu, United States. Same thing I'm seeing with the rabbis. And I've been behind on my own searches, but I do have a lot in store. I do have a lot in file that I need to just do videos on, and I think I'm going to focus on that. But the series that I'm going to do with Lene, which is probably going to be a 2 or 3 day thing, is, I'm going to focus on a lot of Jesus tables, in one of them for those new Christians and for those fence riders that need to be tipped. They need to be pushed into the right direction. Even those that may not even think that there's a God, it's a possibility, fence riders. And focus on things that we can establish with the codes. And then other parts of the DVD would be the deeper things of prophecy, some of the things that I didn't get to cover at Prophecy Club, things about that it's really hard to put on YouTube, for one thing, because it's obviously being monitored. After the Rick Wiles interview, I saw some crazy stuff going on around me with, and some of you know what I'm talking about. I took video and pictures of it, but his offices were broken into. But anyway, Obama, that is the hot topic, folks, and I know it's hard for some to believe the possibility of this guy being the man, but I've searched other people. I rocked in the Alexis Cephas, or whatever you say his name. In his table, Obama has a greater connection to the Antichrist than he does, because his name is right there in the Gog and Magog verse. This table here is something new I just started, and I promise you guys I'm going to be getting you some very powerful stuff out very soon. This is America's Ambushed. Right here is the access term with Obama's name crossing there. Now notice how, again, and I don't know if this is just, it's like shooting dice and hitting sevens every time. Every one of these tables will have war at least 3 times in the plain text. If it's not 3 times in the plain text, it's 1 time in the plain text and 2 times in ELS, but it's always 3. World War III, maybe. I'm just guessing here. Shemitah is connected there, and so is the current year we're in is here and here, crossing itself, and next year. The 4-letter version of it. Let me just move that just in case my big fat noggin is in the way. That's 2016. And that's what I've been seeing for a couple of years, guys. Even before I got on YouTube, I was talking to my friends in Tiny Chat about 2015, 2016, and he is still president until 2016, and my mouth is getting dry. I have to take this biotin stuff. Anyway, martial law. He's still president until 2016, and if something happens and martial law is invoked, you can guarantee it's going to be indefinite, and it's going to be a dictatorship. So all of you scoffers out there that oh, it will never happen kind of thing. Oh, well, airplanes were never supposed to fly into the World Trade Center or the Pentagon, and it did happen. So, and also you got to remember, Islam, major player in this in the end times. The Ishmaelites are a factor. ISIS. Excuse me just a second. I'm on 3 computers at one time. Our borders aren't secure. Okay? The fact that no one's attacked us and nothing serious has happened because of our borders being open is because of the divine loving hand of our God keeping the enemy away. That's why. Now what's happened with this nation and with a father that's chastening his daughter is there is a time of shaking, just like Jonathan Kahn has said, and I don't know if that means someone coming in our borders with nuclear weapons. That's something that I've felt in my spirit for a long time, that from within the attack will happen, because from within the spoiler is here, and that is the current president. He is no friend to Israel. FEMA camps everywhere. Guillotines. You think Alex Jones is crazy? I think that brother is probably right on the mark. He just sounds crazy. But don't we all? They're watchmen. but yeah, um, I'm trying to get some things out for you guys. I've just been really busy, and I would appreciate it if you buy the book, if you buy the DVD. You'll be blessed. It will help this ministry. It'll help further things. It will help in many ways. Um, so just keep that in mind. We're coming down to the last stretch of this age, of this, on this time of this miserable, wicked world. You know, God's going to baptize it in fire. And we're living in that time. There are people that exist right now that will never see death. They will walk right into eternity. And that's an amazing thing. I always thought my grandfather would be one of those. It's only there twice. I'm looking. That's Judgment, by the way. I just looked at Meshifet. I'm going to be relocating sometime soon as well, folks, because the area I am, and this is confirmed from my brother Johnny Boy, who had told me, he was like, man, I believe there's people praying curses over you. And I kind of could feel that where I was living, that there was just an oppression there. People, and I've upset some people, Kabbalists, Wiccans, Satanists, you name it. And being away from there, coming to Dallas, going to Illinois, I felt better. I didn't feel impressed. As a matter of fact, when I came back from Illinois, I was on such a high from the Passover Seder that when I got home, I was just like, I could feel a heavy, heavy cloud. And it was just depressing. And so that's one reason I'm going to be relocating. But the other is my internet speed was just horrible. It started out, it was wonderful, fastest I ever had, but as you could see over it, and as I'm talking, I'm scanning this table, working here with you. As time went on, it just got bad. You know, I had a burn up receiver one day when I came back from Dublin, I believe it was, or maybe it was Orlando. Anyway, it's just been, the spiritual warfare has been intense, and I've had to engage it alone, so to speak. And in my immediate surrounding, I don't need my internet family. And by the way, I appreciate you guys so much. We are approaching 7,000 now at YouTube, and over 2,000 at Facebook, and I'm so thankful God is moving and showing Himself to people. It really does my heart good to see fruit of the labor, because at first it was just like, what am I doing this for? They're throwing stones at me, God. Anyway, the other table I've been looking at is this one. It's very interesting how this 2 years comes up, and it's in 2015 and 2016 comes together in a cross. What's really cool is blood moons and war. So absolutely, and again, tetrad is here, or the word equivalent for quartet. There's another way of spelling tetrad, but this is another way as well, tetrad here. And of course, this was all the feast that were here: Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, the Shemitah, Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Sukkot 77, and then we had Turah and the Jubilee come together. So this is another one I've been trying to work a little further, but as you can see, there's a lot of tables. Some I've done, some I need to come back to, but they're just hundreds and hundreds. And this is just one set of files. I got thumb drives with, Islam is Satan. See, it's just one access term God gave me, and I haven't been able to work it yet. But I am committing to you, my subscribers, look at here, Islam of Satan and Ishmael. It's the start of that. Making a commitment to double time, getting as much as I can, and I'm going to try to come alongside some of these other code searchers like Sean Mitchell and Kurt, and kind of bond with them and keep, we got to stick together, guys. We cannot have division and arguments over interpretation and things like that, because these are God's codes, and this is not an ego thing, and this is not a better than he thing. This is about exalt God thing and show his divine hand in this. So I really want to be a peacemaker in that situation. You know what I'm talking about, some of you. And work together. I would really love to, I don't know if I could do every week at BRI, but it would be great to do every 2 weeks at BRI with code searchers. And we critique one another, and we learn from one another, and we teach one another, and love one another. Mostly. Jesus said, above all, love one another. So that's what we're to do. So here's just an example. Islam is from Satan, right there. Has to be worked, and it's just a matter of me doing it. So please support the ministry, guys. Time is short. Now, some are counting down something like 5 months. It's highly probable. It is very highly probable that is when the time is going to happen. But I cannot guarantee that. I want to make myself very clear. I cannot guarantee that. There is no thus saith the Lord. This is about calculations and analysis of not only codes, but prophecy, the work of Jonathan Cahn and Morik Biltz, primarily for me. I can be wrong, and I have been wrong before. I expected Silent Spring to be a direct hit. And the fact is, the word collides happened to mean the atmospheres. And I struck out on that. So, by me saying I believe the rapture will happen at a certain time, and it doesn't happen, please don't stone me. I'm human, and I'm trying to do my best to bring you what I believe God is showing me. So, we are very hopeful, excited about that time. It's very probable. I almost cannot contain myself thinking about it sometimes. But if it doesn't happen, guess what? I still love God even more. He has not forgot us, and never will. He may tarry, but he has not forgot us. Okay? So, you're going to hear me keep saying that. But I am going to keep encouraging you to look up, because it is highly probable, very highly probable. These numbers just are not there for no reason. So expect to see more rapture tables as well. I've kind of shied away from that because it's been a topic where arguments start, pre-trib, post-trib, things like that. I happen to believe there's going to be more than one rapture. There's different harvests. There are going to be grapes that are crushed. Who are they? Those are the ones left behind. God leaves the four corners behind in the field. Why? For those sojourners and widows and the orphans. It's in Ruth and Boaz. It's the story. The elect when the angel is commanded to go and thrust thy sickle into the earth and harvest the four corners of the earth, the elect. We're talking about harvest at rapture time. How will you go? That's up to God, you know. So anyway, folks, I've rambled on. Looks like for an hour now. So I'm sorry. I just like to catch up with you, and I haven't really got much done per se for YouTube videos, but listen, I'm in a good place right now. God's brought me through the fire and strengthened me, and you know, I was on Paul Begley today, and that was such a blessed time. The anointing came over me. I was just sitting out outside, listening to the birds, drinking a cup of coffee, and the anointing just came all over me, and you know, gave me the words, and it was a blessed time. And I just love sharing God's codes and His amazing revelation there. Guys, you know, this is not a game. It's not a parlor trick. It's not about code searcher. I'm just a normal guy. I'm nobody special. The fact that He shows me things just blows my mind. You know, and to get to share that, to me, is like finding a diamond or some gold and just sharing it with someone and just be like, this, look what I found. It's amazing, you know. And that's what I love about it. You know, there was a time where I was studying aquaculture and shrimp, of all things. I was going to grow shrimp in ponds and make a lot of money, and that's all I talked about was shrimp. I sound like Bubba Gump on Forrest Gump. Bubba, you know. But now it's all about codes, and it's all about God's hidden things and His revelation. You know, that's what the word means. Revelation, the apocalypse, means the unveiling of those things that are hidden. And guess what? Revelation is only unsealed during the time of revelation. Not 100 years ago. They've been trying to decipher Revelation for 1,000 years. It's only during the Acharet Hamim, the end of days. And you're here. So there's still a lot to do. A lot to do. Potentially have a very short period of time. But if we don't, we carry on. We carry on, and we keep looking for our Savior. We never give up. We never give in. We never fall away. Some may, but the rest of us will not. We will carry on. So, with that, beloved, I love you. Shalom, and God bless you. And I'll be seeing you in a video pretty soon. I'm going to try to get something out very soon for you. So anyway, if you want a DVD or a book, just email me or go to the YouTube page, and you can just PayPal it there, and put your address, and I will mail it to you gladly. So shalom, and God bless you, and I love you.